of you guys, you've always talked about how this team really feeds off what you do defensively, and the difference from Monday is that you guys didn't communicate. So we saw more of that tonight. Can you talk about that and just the intensity you guys were able to maintain for the entire game?
Well, I think from the start we were more aggressive instead of allowing them to attack us first and us react. I think we reacted first and brought the fight to them rather than them, hitting us first.
Adam Spillane, Sports Radio 610. Chris, it'd been a while since you had played them before Game 1. With the way that they play, does it take some time just to get used to defending them?
Nah. Surprisingly, we didn't change anything. We guarded the same way. I mean, obviously we played harder, but scheme-wise, we didn't change anything. We just did everything a little harder, as we talked about yesterday, and we talked about Game 1. Got out to the shooters. Our switches were a lot cleaner. I think Game 1, Clay got off, 15 threes? He only got off 4 tonight, so that's a little better.
Christy Reekin from the AP. Eric, how difficult do you think it is for teams to deal with y'all when so many players are contributing on offense the way y'all did tonight?
Well, tonight was just everything was fueled off our defense, and everybody, we hit the open man at the right time, and guys were knocking down shots. And when we play that way, it becomes just a fun game, and that's why we had a good result tonight.
Dan Wyke with the Los Angeles Times. For all three of you, it felt like the dribble drives and the attacks in isolation came earlier in the shot clock today. Did that create more opportunities for drive and kicks, and how did that get you guys kind of going, getting open looks on the wings?
We just played at a better pace. A lot of that helped, too, that we got stops. We defended better. We got out in transition. We still played our ISOs and stuff when we had them, and we just played with a little bit more thrust.
To all three, Kevin Joseph, NBC News Radio. You all haven't lost a back-to-back since January. Is there anything particular you all say to one another following a loss, or that you said over the past 5 months, basically?
I wouldn't have known that. I said I wouldn't have known that unless you told me. You know what I mean? But see how you go.
Yeah, that's not something that we talk about. We just, we come in the next day, we go through our normal routines, we see what we can improve at, and, we just all stick together and try to correct the things that we didn't do as well the game before.
Chris Smith, Houston Chronicle. You said yesterday that you're great in transition, but that's all set up by the defense. How much different did the defense feel tonight? Especially, it seemed like the entire team was kind of playing on a string, and there was maybe a little more sacrifice, a little more selflessness on the defensive end as a whole.
I just said it was cleaner. You know what I mean? Last Game 1, a lot of miscommunication, and it was plays in that game that I think we just cleaned it up a little bit tonight. Obviously, I don't know, they might make adjustments. They might just feel like they didn't make shots. I don't know. But we just did everything a little better this game than we did last game. But it was the same schemes, and we pushed it. We just tried to push it, play a little faster.
Jonathan Fagan, Houston Chronicle. How much of these last 48 hours have you guys been sort of living with the thought or thinking about, talking about that you had a lot better game in you than what you showed in Game 1, that you had much more to put into this series?
I don't know. I don't think we overreacted. I think that was the best thing and the best feeling with our team is after Game 1, TA, we talked on the phone for a while, talked to Trevor. Everybody talked, we communicate, and just try to see, if we could come out and play better tonight.
Eric, Mark Berman from Fox. You were 6 of 9 from 3. Was just the fact to make or miss? Were you shooting more in rhythm? Were you being more aggressive? What would you attribute your success to tonight?
Well, I always want to be aggressive, but like I said, everything was fueled off our defense, and we hit the open man at the right time, and it just wasn't me that got going. You saw Trev really got going, and PJ, Trev and PJ, and they just really fueled us, and it just made it easier for everybody.
Get off topic real quickly. You were a finalist again for Sixth Man of the Year. You're the reigning sixth man. What do you think about that?
Well, it's great. It's always great to be on a good team like this, where it just makes my job easier, and it's been a blast since I've been here.
Eric, they climbed back to within 11 early in the fourth. You hit that deep three. Then you guys went on that incredible 19-2 run. Was it a matter of spilling blood in the water at that point?
Yeah, for sure. It was. I did hit a tough shot, but it's going to take a lot of tough shots and good defensive plays to win over them. To win the game. So it's good team effort throughout the whole night.
Chris and Trevor, the same thing that you said. Say, here's a chance to throw the knockout punch right here.
Yeah, guys made a lot of big shots. Tuck 5 for 6 from the three. EG shooting the ball the way that he did, and Trevor attacking. We just tried to play, like we said, with a thrust, and it's gonna take that to continue to win games.
Chris, for all practical reasons, did you almost feel like y'all's season was on the line tonight, and do you feel like you can't relax even for a minute against his team?
I don't know. Ain't that what they always say? I'm serious, man. If you lose game one with everybody else, it's a must win. So yeah, we don't mind the road. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, I don't know. We wanted to win game two. You know what I mean? Regardless, it would have been 0-2, but we wanted to win game two. We wanted, go to game three.
One for Chris, one for Trevor. Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Chris, you've known P.J. Tucker for most of your entire life. The chemistry between you guys tonight was really something to watch. What's it mean to you to set him up for plays like that are in his wheelhouse and see him succeed?
One thing about all the guys on our team, whether it's Trev, when we get to practice, we usually the first two there. He prepares. He in the weight room. He on the court shooting first. EG and James, they do their shooting after. Tuck always practicing. So there's a trust factor with all of us there. You know what I mean? Like if you don't ever see somebody working on something and you pass it to them and they do something crazy, you're gonna be like, what you doing? But Tuck, he practices that. He's prepared for it. So make or miss, we trust him, and he did his thing tonight.
And Trevor, unlike a lot of the guys on this team, you've actually been to the finals. When you see what Chris's trajectory has been, this is his first conference finals. Watching him tonight, how much did he want it? How much does he want to get over that hump?
Well, obviously he wants to win. That's at this point, everybody is playing to win. Nobody's playing to fail. But I think most importantly, we're doing it together. I think everybody's on the same page. Everybody understands that right now is nothing pretty about trying to win. It got to be however you can win, you have to do it. So if it's clean, it's cool. But if it's dirty, you got to get dirty. So the main thing about us tonight is that we're going to fight. We're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to play hard. And that's it.
Dave Schilling, Bleacher Report. I know, Chris, you said you guys don't mind playing on the road, but after 82 games of working really hard to get that #1 seed, to be able to have home court advantage, how does it feel after these first two games to have this home crowd behind you, to get that first win at home, and to know that you have that advantage if there's a Game 7?
It's great. It's great. Our fans were amazing tonight, and we're going to continue to need them. We ended up 1-1 in our last series, you know what I mean? So we always talk about the next game. So for us right now, the most important game is Game 3. We know that's a tough environment to play in there, but, we are who we are, and we'll be ready.
Brent Swarneman, Houston Chronicle. Trevor, after your early foul trouble in the first game, how satisfying, fulfilling was it to play the kind of first half that you did tonight?
I was excited to be on the court tonight. I forgot all about Game 1. Focused all my thoughts into Game 2 and what I can do to help our team. And just me going out, being aggressive, trying to play aggressive defensively. That's what my team needs me to do, so that's what I try to do.